What's up, guys? I'm back again for another episode. I'm trying to make it customary, or like what is it, like routine, my intro. Oh man, it's a thing. I don't know. Yeah, there's me with my vocal tics again. Look. I'm trying to get rid of my vocal tics, but yeah, I mean, obviously it's hard. It really is hard. Like this is just, yeah, I mean, I think if you haven't really noticed, if anyone's watching, it's like this is just how I speak in a conversation, I mean, I don't have that many conversations, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Like I don't have that many conversations nowadays, but like in conversation, I generally kind of sound like this. It's a lot of filler words. It's a lot of friggin' like trying to, I don't know, make sure there's no like empty space. And maybe it is a thing that I need to like slow down when I talk. Yeah, I remember that. I remember like in early on, not early on, in high school, when I had to give a speech, like yeah, obviously the person, I was that person just scared of public speaking. Like, who knew? Wow. what what an extremely obvious thing. It's like, wow. Obviously I was scared of public speaking, and yeah, and I think like one of the times I was like, I was just speaking too fast. I don't know. But I think there was also one time where I spoke too slowly, yeah, where I just had too much space between words. I don't know. I don't know if I can recreate it, like me trying to give a speech. I think it was like, okay, hello guys, hello, I'm, and then my name, and then I'm going to give a presentation about, yeah, I think I'm much more comfortable now giving presentations. Yeah, I mean, yeah, now it's like I don't really care that much. Oh man. Oh yeah, did I? I probably already said it. Yeah. Just basically, like a thing I just find really embarrassing to look back on is a time when I took a speech class. Yeah, recently, and like, well, not really that recently. It was like fall of 2019 at this point. Yeah, I took a speech class, and we had to give speeches, and and it's like, yeah, I was thinking like early on that, like, because the speeches were, personal, right? I don't know what it was. I know part of it was that we had to read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, if you know that book. Yeah, I think I I don't know. I'm rehashing stuff. Maybe this is the nostalgia arc. I'm rehashing, okay? But yeah, we had to like the class was built around that book, basically. Like it was our textbook, and 7 Habits of Highly Effective People that my teacher wanted us to use, and like and fuse it together, and like and when we were giving speeches, we were supposed to take like the principles, like the habits and information from the book, and use that in our speeches. And the speeches were like also like sharing personal stuff about ourselves. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, the speech was like, one of the speeches was like just introduce, like, what, just, I don't know, just a basic like introduction speech of just like, who are you as a person? Who are you? What makes you who you are, or something. I don't know. Something. Oh man. Yeah, and yeah, the thing I found most embarrassing was that, like, I don't know, I felt like I revealed too much of myself. Which is odd because I'm kind of revealing like a lot of things about myself. Not as much as not as much as I used to, I don't think, but just a fair bit. Yeah, it's just because of the context, right? Did I? Yeah, I don't think I shared. I don't think I shared that aspect of it. I think I might have been shared this before, but haven't shared what I actually found embarrassing. The part that I found embarrassing was that, in a community college, it's like there's a bunch of people from like all different walks of life. I mean, it's not only like 19, 20-year olds, you know. Maybe there's like some classes like that, maybe like a bunch of intro classes, maybe. But I don't know, even those have like a bunch of older people in them. And, you know, my speech class had a lot of older people in them who are not 19 and 20, right? Like I was, you know, yeah, I turned 19 over the course of that semester. And like, I remember a few people in that class, like a person had like, you know, a 7-year-old son. I'm just revealing everything. Look, man, like, you know, I'm not sharing names. So a person had like a son, a kid, you know, obviously that's a thing you run into. People with like, you know, older children, like parents. And then there's someone who is married. There's another like a couple people who are married. And like just people with like actual careers, you know, people who are like well into their freaking 20s or in their 30s, like, and it's like, look at me, just an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, just like, hey guys, I'm taking a speech class. Yeah, and again, that doesn't get to the root of why I found it embarrassing. It was I don't know, it's just a personal thing for me that I, you know, revealed, like, I don't know, not revealed, but it's like I talked about, you know, not yeah, I gave a condensed kind of version of my story of how I became passionate about reading and writing. Yeah, I gave a condensed version of that, you know, with the house on Mango Street, right? You know, do I need to rehash that? Yeah, basically I shared that, but it's like, you know, I kind of leaned into the aspect of like, I was alone and I found YA books as an escape, which is obviously 100% true. The thing that I'm being embarrassed about, like, to this day is that I felt like I was too honest, right? Yeah, I felt like I was just too honest there, you know? I really feel in hindsight I should have lied, you know? Like, yeah, I mean, not like just made up stuff completely, but I don't know, just, you know, said something different, you know? I don't know. But I don't know. The thing is, like, I have to like I don't know. What am I even saying here? What is the point? I don't know. Do I have character growth? I feel like I'm sharing an instance of character regression for me. It's just the way. It's just the context of, like, you know. I remember another time where I like where I just was talking in a speech. I was giving a speech, and then I was like, this is gonna sound like really sad, but I didn't go to my prom in high school. And then in just in hindsight, it's this, and just like, I feel like those people would be like, who cares, right? It's like, really? It's like, I didn't go to my prom in high school. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember the point of that speech. It was that, yeah, the thing was like, I don't know, something to do with like, I don't know, something to do with like tying in the principles of Seven Habits. And like, I was talking about how, like, do I regret, yeah, because I think about it still to this day. Yeah, I was too honest. I'm just recounting to you my speech. My speech was basically that, you know, I introduced myself as a writer in the first speech, right? I shared the story of, like, you know, House on Mango Street and how that impacted me, right? And then in the second speech, I actually shared, like, the opening line to one of my short stories, like the first short story, the one with the girl in the party, right? I think I mentioned that a few times. Yeah, that story. And then like, yeah, the point of that speech was like me thinking out loud of like, you know, I was developing, you know, a passion for writing, you know, and like I was reading books in the library, like junior and senior year of high school, and I think like, should I have tried to like make more? Should I have made more of an effort to socialize and try to make more friends in that time? But yeah, but I don't know. I think like my conclusion was like, yeah, maybe I should have, but like, I don't know. I actually, I like the path I'm on right now, and I wouldn't regret it, you know? Which is true. Yeah, it is true. I'm kind of revealing, you know, all of that. I guess I'm just recounting my speech. That's basically the point of the speech, was me thinking like, I guess me expressing the point of like, you know, I don't know. I feel, yeah. I think it's been a thing I've been thinking. Yeah, I guess that's the topic for this episode. Oh wow, look at that. The topic for this episode is okay. All right. I've been thinking about this. You know, you have like creative passions, right? In my case, it's like writing, and you know, I guess without going too into it, like I'm writing a novel right now, and I'm in a very grindy part of it, right? Of like the whole like, I'm in the middle of it. I guess I don't want to state a specific word count, but like I'm in the middle of it. Yeah, and I've been thinking that like, yeah, I'm getting good progress done. Like 2022, like has been a really good year so far for my writing, right? I've been making a really good amount of progress for me, not as much as, some people would frickin' feel would be good progress. But, for me, it's good progress, right? Some people can do NaNoWriMo. I can't. Maybe I can one day. But anyways, yeah, I've been making good progress. And I don't know. I think like 2021 was supposed to be the year that I wrote more consistently. And like, obviously part of why that didn't happen for me was because of the pandemic, right? Still hanging over, even though the pandemic is still a thing now, but pretty much no one cares that much. But, people should care a little bit. Okay, oh my god, can I at least do something? Oh wow, look at how much beef I have. Jesus, man. Dude, I could start a McDonald's with this. 32 raw beef. Oh, man. Anyways, 2021 wasn't as consistent with my writing. I didn't get to write that much of the thing I'm working on currently, right? Yeah, but 2022 has been much improved, right? And like the one difference is that, yeah, like for the first half of the year, I didn't really write that much. I was thinking like it like on and off, yeah. But I took like a month off to write a short story, and I did get that done, but it wasn't the main thing I wanted to get done, So yeah, after I wrote that short story, which was a lot longer than expected, I went back to my work in progress, right? And yeah, I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is that I didn't write as much as I wanted to in 2021, but a thing I've been thinking about is that I was kind of busy like living life. I don't know. Not living life in the whole like, I don't know, being wild and partying and stuff like that, but just, yeah, I guess I can reveal it. Yeah, I mean like I don't know how else I can like express the point without like, but yeah, like I was good. Yeah, like, I do go to school, but like I don't know, like I was, going, yeah, I was exploring, my surroundings more. Yeah, I was going, downtown in my city. I was, like, I don't know, spending like days just, doing that instead of writing, right? Most of the day, yeah, a lot of times I would like go downtown to the library there and like write, but I don't know. I feel like I treated that time in like fall of 2021 when I first came back to school in person as like, I don't know, time for me to, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I felt like I slacked off for a lot of it, yeah, and that was the reason why I didn't get much writing done, but, yeah, that was also the time that I attended, like, Tree concerts, too, right? Like, October, November, and December, like, I attended Tree concerts, and that was kind of like a thing that, I was thinking about, like, preparing for those more, right? Then, yeah, and that was also a thing. Again, yeah, like I was busy, like, living life, in my own way, not partying, not, like, going to bars, yeah, honestly, I don't do that at all, but, like, I don't know, yeah, like, I live in Southern California, oh, man, I don't know, am I? Yeah, I haven't said my, yeah, but, it's not LA, yeah, yeah, have I said? Who's that? Okay, you can guess. It's further south than LA, man. There's a baseball team here. Manny Machado's a player for that team. Oh man, pretty good. What's a Friar anyway? Anyway, Padres, man. Anyways, yeah, I was busy in 2021 living life, right? As I call it. And, I don't know, writing taking somewhat of a backseat, even though I was thinking about, like, I always think about, like, my work in progress. Yeah, I've thought about it for, like, you know, pretty much, like, almost 2 years at this point. In August, it'll be 2 years since I first started actually writing it, so, yeah. And that's the thing, I've been thinking about the relationship of that, and, like, you know, and now I'm being way more consistent, but the trade-off is that I literally do not do anything. I literally do not do anything. Yeah, like I don't have many social engagements. I don't have like anything where, I don't hang out with that many people, right? You know. I don't know. I've been in some online spaces. I won't state which, but that's like a tiny bit of socialization. But like other than that, like yeah, like I've been pretty isolated, right? But it's like I felt like I've needed that isolation in order to, be more, focused and creative and like, actually make progress on what I need to make progress on, right? Like I need to freaking write this thing out and I need to freaking, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I have a soft goal, I guess, because, I don't, I shouldn't, I would like to, I think my hard deadline is that before the end of the year, like I need to finish what I'm working on right now. So, yeah. But, the really hard deadline would be like before my birthday, yeah, which is in October. So, it might happen before then. It might happen by then, but, just by the end of this year, right? Yeah, is the personal goal I set out for myself, right? Yeah, and I'm making good progress in that. But, again, like the point is that, yeah, in 2021 I was like, I don't know, doing more stuff outside, going to places, I visited like bookstores downtown. I visited a comic book store. I visited a record store. I got some albums, yeah. That's where I get some CDs. Yeah. I was going to the library, but like reading. I was more so reading than friggin' writing there. Yeah. By the time I got set up, I would be there for like an hour only. And then, because, I take public transit, Yeah, if you didn't know. Yeah, and it's like commuting. Yeah, commuting to and from downtown like takes time, right? Yeah, and the whole thing in 2022, I stay put. I go to school, I write, and then I just stay put the whole time, and then I go home, and then, when I go home, like I don't think about, I want to write more, but yeah, I just find myself more comfortable when I write, away from home. Yeah, probably just because like libraries are just way more comfortable to me, I've written in my own home before, okay? But, right now like libraries are like the most comfortable place for me. And I've been thinking, yeah. And I guess the greater point in here is that, it's an interesting thing because I don't know, like obviously like I don't know. I want to be more social, but yeah, I think I'm an introvert. I'm comfortably an introvert, but obviously, I don't think like anyone would say that they're like, I want to be completely freaking isolated, like Henry David Thoreau, Walden style, right? In a cabin for like, and only freaking, right, like I don't think anyone would be like that. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. That's just not sustainable, right? It just isn't as a writer. Yeah, like that, or as like any like creative person whatsoever. Like you need to, I don't know, do stuff other than freaking make art, right? Or like create or write or stuff. You need, because like that's just inspiration. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, is there any writer who would say that, like, they're not inspired by real life, Yeah. Like, real life, it doesn't mean you have to have an exciting life. It just means that, you just have to be away from freaking writing for a while in order to be, maintain, I don't know, a good I don't know, a healthy balance, I guess. Is it about balance? It's not really about balance. It's about like, yeah, yeah, like I'm trying to say that like you need, yeah, like it's almost essential that you need the time out away from writing, right? In my case, it's almost essential that you need the time away from writing in order to make your writing better, right? I don't know. That's what I think. Yeah, because I'm a firm believer in like life inspires art, and then art inspires life, and then like it's a cycle that is very strong, and you have to foster that. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Like going to stuff like those concerts I went to last year, right? Like I feel like it was like it wasn't essential. Like I didn't need to go to those, right? They were fun things I wanted to do, right? But you know, uh, like yeah, but I felt like I was thinking like during the concert because I went alone, oh god, the Indie Head subreddit has a whole like stigma. Not stigma. It's not that the subreddit stigmatizes going to concerts alone, but there's a whole discussion of like, should I go to a concert alone? Anyways, I went to 3 concerts alone. So yeah, because I enjoy the music being played rather than, first and foremost. But yeah, what's the point I'm trying to make? Yeah, I was thinking during those concerts that like, wow, this is pretty cool, right? I could, I mean, yeah, this could be somewhat of an inspiration for my writing. Not in like, I don't know, I'm gonna write a scene directly related to that, but yeah, I don't know. More so like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess this is going into, yeah, this is very like esoteric. I don't know. I'm not using that word right. It's very abstract, like the things I'm talking about. I guess this is just a creativity episode, I guess. So yeah, what am I saying? God dang. Okay, what am I saying? I was thinking those concerts are like, yeah, cool. Yeah, they're cool experiences that ultimately benefit my writing because, like I believe that like you need those real life experiences in order to, foster your creativity, right? You can't just, because like, yeah, like I think that if, I like where I'm going, I like my progress I'm making, but it's like, I know that, I've been feeling it a bit lately too, that like it's become so routine, and even though I'm doing pretty well on being consistent, that sometimes I'm just like, it'd be really nice if I could go to a concert. It'd be really nice if I could, I don't know, do something, And also part of it is like life circumstances for me, but like I don't know. But anyways, I feel like a lot of people might like relate to this, who create, right? It's like, there's probably a lot of freaking social butterfly artists out there, right? Who are just, who have the best of both worlds and like who freaking live life to the fullest and then like are really extremely creative, right? But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people might struggle with this. Yeah, I think I'm touching upon a thing that, I don't know, a lot of people struggle with. I hope I am. I hope it's not just me, of like how, it basically is a work-life balance, but for creativity, right? Of like, how do you, manage that desire to wanna do fun things, and like be away from art, but it's like, that like by doing those fun things that you're not, being as productive as you'd like to be, right? Oh god, burping is so freaking. I'm sorry for being unprofessional, man. Anyways, that's the point I was trying to make. Is this the topic? I guess. Yeah. How? Yeah. I guess. I think I've just been stating the same thing over and over again. Yeah, this is the problem, right? Yeah, well, there's a reason why, like, I'm better at writing than reading, or than speaking, right? I started this whole thing of of like, I wasn't that good at public speaking, and I didn't like it, yeah. Anyways. Anyways, yeah, that's a thing that's been weighing on my mind recently. I have been thinking sometimes that like maybe I would like to get some of what I was doing in 2021 back of going, maybe not like going to concerts like every freaking month, but just having stuff to do. Because what satisfies me in like that regard of like the quote living life regard is just, I don't know, like I don't need to go to parties, I don't need to friggin' do anything, like I just need to friggin' I don't need it, but I don't know, I just think that it'd be nice for me to friggin' I don't know, just not stay in the same place and just see different things, even if like I don't travel, because I don't know, I was realizing it in like late last year that like I'm kind of privileged. I am privileged to like live in this place, right? To be like a bus ride away from downtown, and like downtown has so many like things to see, right? Even if it's just like places to eat, right? There's so many things like to do basically. And like I don't know, I feel like I haven't been really taking advantage of that as much as I could until like last year. Yeah, and it made me think like, oh, maybe I should like go out and do more things, Yeah, I keep on saying just like do things, live life, but it's like oh man, I don't know, like eat at a restaurant. Oh my god, that was one thing. I remember. Yeah, here's an experience of what I'm talking about. Here's an experience of what I'm talking about. Like I'm in downtown, right? Like I'm just walking around the city. I'm just walking around the area, just walking for a few blocks, and then I find a Chinese food place. I find this like place, and then I just decide to have lunch there. Right? I just decided to have lunch there one day, just spontaneously, right? The place wasn't too expensive, Yeah, and then I don't know. I just had to, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's good food. Just things like that. Just things like that. It doesn't have to be crazy. Yeah, I really am not the person like I need to freaking skydive or something. Oh man. True. I guess should I be like really sneaky? I think what I'm, okay, in that regard, I think what I'm talking about right now is, like, just the general gist of what I'm talking about right now, in terms of, like, doing things. It's vaguely, like, a team in what I'm writing. It's vaguely, like, somewhat of what my work in progress may be about. If I want to be sneaky, I'm just throwing it out there in case something cool happens in the future, but yeah, again. Oh man, yeah, I would be interested to like hear from like other people who are creative, yeah, it doesn't have to be like writers, but like, yeah, like how do like artists, how do like painters today get inspired, right? How do like, I don't know, I guess like YouTubers are like creative, but that's the thing, it's like the people who are vloggers already have interesting lives though, right? Yeah, that's the thing. It's not like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, with like YouTubing, it's like you need a break. You need time where you're not, in front of a camera, right? Yeah, I mean, it's the thing with writing. You need time that you're not staring at your work in progress. You're not worried about freaking, the copy editing. You're not worried about like every little grammar mistake. You're not worried about, are there plot holes? Is the continuity like freaking good? Like, yeah, in traditional publishing, you get, editors to help you out with that, once you get a deal, right? And once you get assigned an editor to a publisher, right? Yeah, like you get those people assigned to you, but, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are just like bogged down with like, yeah, because it's me. Like, I'm talking about me here, like bogged down with like every sentence, like, oh, the sentence could be better, right? Like, oh, I guess I also critique partners and beta readers, but, I haven't made those connections yet, so, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know when I'll gain the confidence or just like, I don't think it's about gaining confidence for me. I don't know. I guess like I think it's too much confidence for me. yeah, the problem is that I'm too confident in my ability to know what's wrong with my own writing. Yeah, that's my thing. I'm too confident. I'm like, I know. Yeah, because I know. I think about it too much to freaking not know, right? Like, I know deep down, like, if, I don't know, a sentence is well written or not for me, I know deep down whether, like, a sentence, could be better, or, like, whether, a part of the story isn't, as good as I want it to be. But, yeah. Oh, man, it's nice. Yeah, I've always thought like that. Yeah, I've strayed away from talking about writing, but I think this is a good topic to talk about in terms of like a way for me to talk about writing without being too specific. It was just some thoughts I had about, like, the relationship between life and art. Yeah, how much of how much should either be like a presence in your life, I guess. Yeah, and also I guess there are also some people I mentioned the people who have a perfect balance of, like, they get so much done creatively, and they get to freaking live like and they get to freaking do a bunch of cool stuff in life, outside of, creating. But there's also the people who are, like, very skewed to, like, the creating side, and, like, neglect the other. Maybe it is me. I don't think it is. I don't know. Yeah, like, I say I've been pretty consistent, but it's like, in all honesty, like, yeah, being completely honest here, yeah, I only write 4 days a week. I write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I take Friday, Saturday, Sunday off because I'm just home on those days. Yeah, it's like, it really is a thing where, like, as soon as I get home, I don't write anymore. Yeah, I just don't write, I just don't, yeah. I don't write, like, fiction, basically. Yeah. Oh, God. Anyways, yeah, what was I thinking about? Yeah. The author, the YouTuber I keep on talking about, yeah, that I linked to, in episode 26, had this term called, was it refilling the well, right? Yeah, and refilling the well is a term for basically, basically when you feel, like, burnt out creatively, right? Like, you need the time. Like, I think it could be, like, after you finish a whole novel, right? Like, you need, like, the time to, quote, like, refill the well in order to, like, make sure, you're not burnt out, and, like, your creativity is, I keep on saying creativity. I don't know, your creative juices aren't, like, stale. I don't know, it's weird talking about this stuff because it's all so vague and abstract, right? But refilling the well just means, like, what I said, like, it's another term for it, living life. It could also mean just, like, getting inspired by other forms of art. Yeah, like, you watch, like, a TV series, you binge watch a TV series after you're done, and, like, maybe that could give you a spark. I don't know if I've ever been given a spark that way. I don't know. I really don't think so. I think the thing that gives me a spark is reading other, YA and middle grade books. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, God. Is that a wholesome thing? That same YouTuber had this, oh my God, had this thing about, writing advice. Yeah, like, writing advice that just, like, is the most annoying thing. Just annoying questions people ask in regards to writing advice, Again, writing is subjective. All art is subjective. Disclaimer. But there's people who, specifically when wanting writing advice in terms of writing novels, right? They're like, there's so many people who are like, I want to write a novel, but I don't read, just a variation of that. Just so many variations of, like, I want to write a novel, but, like, I don't really read, And it's like, look, man. Look, man. The point is that, look, man, you do not have to read you don't have to read novels in order to write novels. You do not need to. But a lot of these people are like, I want to traditionally publish a novel, but I don't read. And that's the problem. That is the problem. Is that people want to traditionally publish novels, and a thing, they don't read novels. It's a weird thing, isn't it? It's a weird thing. You know? Like yeah, the other branches of that are like is it possible, can you be inspired by like things other than books, and then there's like someone, a lot of this is on Reddit, the r/writing calling you out, I don't really go on that subreddit anymore. I don't really look at it anymore, but a lot of people were just asking that of like, I want to like write a novel. I'm writing like a fiction story, and it's like I'm like really inspired by like video games and like anime, right? And it's like cool, but it's like yeah. I mean, it's cool if you write for fun, and it's like you don't expect anything out of it, but it's like like what that YouTuber I was talking about was criticizing was the whole idea of, I want to traditionally publish a novel, but I don't really read novels, and the things I'm most inspired by are things that aren't novels, like video games and anime and like TV shows, and it's like, well, it's the whole thing of like yeah, like in querying, you need comp titles. You need to have knowledge to like agents that you know the market for your book, and like what that market has been like. Yeah, like in terms of contemporary novels, right? Yeah. I guess I'm going really inside baseball here, but yeah, like if if you're querying a contemporary rom-com, right, in the year 2018, right? If you're querying like a contemporary rom-com with like queer characters, right, in the year 2018, you might be like, in a query letter be like, this book is similar to Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda by Becky Albertalli or something, right? Like that's an example of a comp title. Like, and like the comp title, like, shows that you have knowledge of like what the market is like for the book you want to publish, right? Yeah, basically. That's the inside baseball. I don't think comp titles are absolutely necessary, but it's like, yeah, I mean, they help a lot in showing an agent that right, the market. Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. But anyways, yeah, again, yeah, it's okay if you write for fun and don't expect anything out of it, and don't expect to get traditionally published, to not read novels and like want to write novels and be inspired by other types of things. But if you want to traditionally publish a book, maybe you should read books that are similar to the one you want to write, yeah. Or it could just be like, it's not like anything that's been written before, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. It is also a thing that like not every book has like a very fitting comp title, That's a problem I ran into, is that it's not that, yeah, I think I could find like relevant ones for like one of my, for the book I already completed, but yeah, the problem is that they're way too outdated, because usually with comp titles, it's like books that came out recently, like, I think like the cutoff is like 2 to 3 years. Like I think the longest cutoff is like within 5 years. Yeah, if it's not within 5 years, right, like you can't, yeah, like you can't, comp a book and be like, my book that I want to query is very similar to The Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's like that came out in 1999, so even if it might be very, very similar to it. And it's also a thing that you can't use anything like too popular, right? The example of like, you can't comp like a fantasy book and say that it's he's similar to the Lord of the Rings. You just can't say that, man. It's like, oh gee, wow. You know, an agent would probably say it's like, oh, it's similar to Lord of the Rings, huh? It's like maybe you could back then. I don't know if comp titles were a thing back in Querying Den, but you know, I'm just going off the knowledge I learned from that channel, right? Yeah, and I think it's still relevant today, so you know, it's good to brush up on it. Yeah, I'm brushing up on it myself. So you know. Anyways, what did I do? Oh man. Did I go over my thoughts on that? Yeah, that criticism of like, yeah, okay. I think I expressed most of what I feel like I'm forgetting like a part of that. People that are inspired by like video games, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I talked about lit RPGs, right? Yeah, I guess that's an example of just like self-publishing has a different set of rules, you know. It's all thing. I'm not an expert in self-publishing. Oh man, I am clearly not an expert in self-publishing, so yeah. Yeah, that's basically just, you know, did I complete the thought on like what refilling the well is? Yeah, just like living life, getting inspired by other things, you know, in order to, you know, yeah, a lot of it is just taking a break too, right? Yeah, like I think like, yeah, part of being creative is just knowing when to take a break, right? And it's like a lot of times it's like you might not want to take a break, you know? I don't know. I feel like in my case I take too much of a break, but you know, I mean obviously you're not gonna freaking write 24/7, you know, 24 hours a day, but you know, I don't know. Some people just do it pretty close. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like from like you wake up and then you do and then you write and then maybe you just take a break to eat or something and then you just like go to bed. I don't know. That might seem interesting to do. Probably not, but yeah. Yeah, because at the end of the day, like I still see writing as like an enjoyable thing for me. Yeah, like writing to me is a fun thing, you know. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like at the end of the day, right? Like, I feel I would take, you know, like if I were given the choice of like would I wanna, you know, I don't know, like okay, in specifics, it's like if someone were to tell me it's like, hey, you can go to like Tree concerts free, you know, it's all paid for, you can just instantly go there, you know, you don't have to worry about like getting transportation or anything, we'll just like take you there instantly, and you can, and it'll be like your favorite artist, it'll be a Block Party and Passion Pit and freaking like, you know, basically, yeah, there's this festival called the Just Like Heaven Festival, which has like a bunch of artists like that. Block Party is on the Just Like Heaven Festival. Passion Pit was on one of those in previous years, you know. It'll be like The Strokes, it'll be like Paramore, you know. It's like, yeah, all your favorite artists, you know, you can go to concerts for, right? And or you could just like choose not to do anything and like you can only freaking, you know, go to school and then like go home and like and write, but you know, you will make like an extra, I don't know, 50k words of progress, right? And it's like, yeah, I think I'm taking the 50k words. I'm taking it, man. I'm taking the progress over, you know, the fun thing, you know. I'm taking it, basically. Yeah. I don't know, yeah. It's an interesting question to ask. I don't know. I feel like it's a unique thing, right? Yeah. Oh, wow, it's snowing. Look at that. It's snowing a little bit. Oh man, this sword is gonna break at any point, man. Please. Here you go. Yeah, just you know. I wonder. That'd be interesting. It'd be an interesting like question to pose for people, right? I don't know what the other equivalent of like in other mediums what it would be. Yeah, or like I don't know, if someone's a screenwriter, it's like you finish your screenplay, you know, in exchange for just like being isolated. Yeah, like would you just like, you know, be isolated and like be forced to just like only freaking create, right? Well, I think in my scenario I created, it was instantaneous, right? There's too many freaking variables, right? Of like, what if the concerts I attend end up being bad? Or like, what if, the words of progress actually suck, Oh man. But, I guess it's like in this scenario, I'm just like, okay, the 50,000 words of progress are, great, and like there's no problem. They're freaking edited well. It's perfect. There's no freaking continuity issues. There's nothing to be wrong about. It's basically like a polished final draft already. It's not a first draft. Yeah. Ooh. Versus, like, you get to go to like a concert or like a music festival of like any of your choosing, right? Of any artist, and like any artist could be on the bill. And then they'll play just like any song you want or something. Damn, dude. If I were to see Block Party live, like I would really like to see their B-sides, I would really like to see it, but yeah, they're probably not gonna play those. Yeah. Oh yeah. Another one, yeah, one of my favorite bands, yeah, Paramore. Hayley Williams sang "Misery Business," which was like, a song that, they stopped playing because, it's very hard to catch. Yeah. It has the WHORE word, but like Hayley sings it so fast in that song. I was like, I didn't know. And like beyond that, it's about like, like it just has a strong undertone of women tearing down other women, But it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's, look, man. No one's going to tell me that Misery Business is not a bop, okay? Misery Business is a banger, and, yeah. But, like, I understand, like, why Paramore decided to stop playing it. Yeah, I understand. Women tearing, the whole, like, women being nasty towards each other is very juvenile, right? Anyways, yeah, I guess I would, in that fictional scenario, I would take the progress. I would take the 50k words. Okay, yeah. Oh man, was I wondering it for? Yeah, I was wondering like what it is like for other like mediums. Yeah, like what do painters do? Yeah, what do people who paint do when they feel creatively burnt out, or like, they feel, getting block, basically getting creative block. Like, how do you deal with it? Yeah, I don't know. Oh man. Anyways, yeah, was this a good topic for an episode? Was it just creativity? Ooh, what am I gonna title this episode, man? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I guess there's a very generic title I could have for it. I need to speak about something interesting. Yeah. Okay, I need current events. I need current events, guys. Oh man. The one current event is just depressing though. Like, I don't want to say it though. Anyways, other than that, you can probably guess what that current event is. But, other than that, I watched the first 2 episodes of Heartstopper, I talked about last episode, and yeah, it's pretty good, it's pretty good. It's interesting because, like, it's a British show, but I'm just so used to British shows being this, like, freaking, like, incredibly, like, awkward, dry, freaking, like, skins in betweeners, the UK Office, right? Of just being very, like, like cold, the humor's just, like, to be filled with British humor. But it's like, yeah, Heartstopper has none of that, even though it takes place in the UK, right? It's a very cutesy series, and it's like, it's weird to have a cutesy series that takes place in the UK, right? Like, it's very weird. It's very weird, There's not, like, if there's a Netflix show called, like, The End of the Effing World, right? It's, like, those kind of British shows that are, like, very, the humor's very kind of dark, awkward, I don't know. But, it's cool. It's nice to see that the UK can actually make, like, cutesy, kind of sweet shows like that, I keep on calling it that. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna take a dark, Euphoria-like turn, but yeah, it probably isn't, Yeah, and that's the whole thing. There needs to be more like series like that. Oh yeah, it sparked like a kind of conversation of like, it's a gay series, right? It's mainly about like a gay romance, right, between two boys. But yeah, like someone was like asking on a TikTok. That tweet was now deleted, but someone was asking like where like the happy like sapphic series, right? Which is like two girls, I don't know. I said my answer was Hot Dog Girl. Yeah, like if there were ever to be like an adaptation of a YA freaking, like sapphic kind of book, it would be like Hot Dog Girl is kind of primed for that, right? I talked about it last time, right? Yeah. I kind of spoiled it. Yeah. It was just, a girl falls in love with her best friend, but like that, they come to that conclusion, right? It's not, yeah. If I were to like explain the setup more, what is it? It's that like a girl like wants to be with this guy, but this guy has a girlfriend, right? And it's like the girlfriend of this guy is the princess, and like the guy she likes is the prince, and she's a hot dog. Oh man, and it's like, oh wow, oh wow. But yeah, I guess I did spoil the book. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. I also said Bloom Into You, right? Yeah, Bloom Into You is a Yuri anime. And it's mostly devoid of all of like, yeah, I said in a tweet, it's mostly devoid of like all the frickin' things that just turn people off from anime, all the perverted stuff, all of the frickin', just this is the stuff that people don't really, people who criticize, people who might not like anime would just be like, oh god, all anime is like this, well, like the shonen stuff, the whole, catching someone, a guy catching a girl when they're changing, and then the girl just like beating them up. It's, it's a thing. Anyways, yeah, I guess I enjoyed that. What are some other current events that happened recently? Yeah, I talked about the Twitter thing, buying Twitter. Yeah, it's fine, okay? Yeah, anything else? Recently, currently. Yeah, oh yeah, I guess, yeah. I'm dating this, but I guess I've been getting these episodes out a lot faster, but yeah, in the boxing world, Canelo Alvarez has lost, his first fight since 2013, yeah. Which means, he has 2 losses now. So, one to Floyd Mayweather and one to Dimitri Bivol, who was, the light heavyweight champion at 175. And yeah, now, his, it was I mean, I don't know. I've always considered that, like, Canelo basically is undefeated. Like, that loss is a loss, but it doesn't really count that much, right? Like, if there were ever, like, a loss that's like very like, it doesn't count that much, it would be that one, because he fought Floyd Mayweather when he was like 23 in 2013, right? And it's like ever since then, like Canelo has like just, skyrocketed, in terms of just like his, I don't know, his skill and talent, right? He just, he just literally just became one of the best Mexican boxers to ever freaking live, right? From, in his run, And there's also I guess there's also, you can debate, like, the 2 fights with Triple G, like, whether he should have won those fights, but, yeah. A lot of people think that, Triple G won the first fight, right? And the first fight was a draw, and the second fight, Canelo won, but there are people who think that, Triple G should have won that fight, too. So, yeah. Yeah, I think, like, the consensus is that, like, for the first Triple G Canelo fight, like, the result should have been, like, like, it should have been, like, a draw, or, like, in Triple G's favor, like, by a slight decision. And I don't know for the second fight. I feel like most people think that Canelo won. But like, not by like a big margin, by a slim margin, yeah. But like, winning decisively and winning by like, slim margin, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, but Canelo, I just saw the highlight video, the 10-minute highlight video on YouTube, yeah. And it seems like, that Canelo was mostly friggin', Canelo was, yeah, I think I think the highlights show that he pretty convincingly lost to Bivol, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't need to offer like any more analysis than that. It's probably boring. But, you know, anyways. God. Oh yeah, the NBA has like a series where there's talk of dirty players and like breaking codes. anyways. Anyways, yeah, straying away from that. I know. I have 2K videos now where I can talk about that. Anything else that happened recently other than the very depressing thing, man? You know, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not brushing over it. It's just that, like, I just don't really find, you know, a reason to talk about it, talk about the important political topic that happened, other than it's just bad, right? Is my opinion on it. So, like, yeah, I had a tweet thread about it. Yeah, that, you know, I don't know. I feel like maybe I should be more freaking open about, you know, my political views. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't have any like views that like I'm afraid of freaking sharing. I don't know. I really don't think so. I also don't think of, you know, I think of politics like a decent amount. Yeah, especially in the earlier episodes, but I'm not one of those. I'm not Destiny or Vosh. I'm not those people, man. Or even Hassan. Like, I don't know. I watch Hassan sometimes because it's, you know, I watch mostly like when he watches Jubilee videos. Yeah. But like barely, right? You know. So anyways, yeah, I mean, I know that scene, but it's like I just hate it as a thing, right? Like, you know, and the thing I like about Hassan is that, you know, yeah, the guy on Twitch, you might have seen him, right? The Turkish guy. Yeah, the thing I like about him is that, like, he is like, yeah, debate bros are horrible, right? The whole debate bro freaking scene on Twitch, YouTube is just absolute trash. So, yeah, it is really nothing more than that. Yeah, I don't know. It took me a while to see that. I mean, look, for people who just view it as entertainment, you know, it's fine. But it's like, yeah. I guess if I were to get political, a thought I've had is that people, like, I don't know, especially, like, a sentiment I've been hearing is that, like, you know, cable news is, you know, bad, right? The whole thing of that, like, cable news has turned into entertainment, and that, like, the 24-hour news cycle is, you know, not a good thing, right? But, you know, obviously, it's like, I pretty much, like, agree with that statement, and that, like, you know, news stations on, like, all, you know, both sides, every single freaking side of the political spectrum have their issues, right? Except NPR, you know, as we all know. But, you know, I don't know. Yeah, they all have their issues, but, like, I don't know. Like, I would like to raise the counterpoint that, like, this current scene of, like, debate bros we're seeing on Twitch and YouTube, and that, like, people getting their political opinions exclusively from those people on the internet, and, like, only caring about, you know, politics when it means that, like, their frickin' pundit on Twitch of choice is, like, you know, quote-unquote demolishing another freaking quote-unquote, like, fake, you know, pundit, you know, like, talking freaking figurehead is being, like, yeah, when they only care about it when, you know, they're being entertained by, like, one debate bro demolishing another debate bro in, like, a freaking internet spectacle, you know, that, you know, gets, like, freaking thousands upon thousands of viewers on Twitch, and then, like, people freaking, yeah, and then it's used as, like, an opportunity for, like, both of those people online to get donations and, like, subs on Twitch, which means that, like, you know, you have, like, a subscription fee. Yeah, a sub on Twitch means, like, you pay, like, $5, right, for, like, the basic one of, like, you know, in exchange for subbing, you don't see ads on Twitch streams. Yeah, basically. And like subbing is a way Twitch streamers make money, you know. So is donating, right? Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like it's only to drive up donations and subs, you know. I feel like sometimes it's for charity, but it's like, I don't know, you know. Yeah, I mean, charity streams are cool, right? H Bomber Guy's charity stream for trans people, right? I feel like that was like the one highlight of like people on the internet being political. I feel like that was the one highlight, and like everything since then has just gone downhill. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I would like to raise the counterpoint that like this whole internet Twitch debate bro scene is just as bad as like cable news, you know, if not worse, because, you know, it's kind of, you know, making like this whole younger generation, you know, probably like younger Zoomers and like Gen Alpha. Yeah, probably like a lot of like Zoomers my age too, right? Of seeing like politics in a very like skewed way, of like it being like an internet spectacle, right? And it being like only like the freaking memes people post about people on each side of the political spectrum. It's just, God, that's another topic entirely. Like this episode is about creativity, right? Anyways, art and life are intertwined, and yeah, I hope this episode made, I don't know, you realize that, you know. I wish I could freaking, I don't know, do both equally, but yeah, I mean, obviously like the balance isn't gonna be perfect, right? But you know, yeah, I guess like, yeah, the greater thing is that I've been thinking about that like in my future, right? Like I feel like the future thing like I have to figure out in my own life is that like, how am I actually gonna balance freaking writing novels and like the stuff I want to do, like in regards to like writing fiction and like, you know, having a social life and like, you know, meeting new people and like making new friends, and like how am I gonna manage that, right? Because I haven't really done a good job of like, you know, doing both. Okay. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Like I feel like, you know, it's really only been one the majority of this time, right? The majority of the past 5 years for me has like been me really focused on like myself and my own creativity and my own writing. But you know, I know that that's not sustainable, and like I would like to freaking branch out and meet people, right? And like develop, you know, develop, I don't know, develop as a person, like, I don't know. Oh God, it's so gross to say, like, develop socially. It's like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I can talk to people. I can talk to people just fine, but it's like, it really is like, when will I care enough to like want to make new friends, basically? Or like want to meet people to begin with. There you go. You know, obviously like going to concerts is like a thing I could do to meet new people, right? Oh God, that's another thing on Indie Heads. It's like I'm at this concert, like how do I like talk to people at concerts? Do I just say like, are you a fan? Are you a fan? Oh no, you're just at a Phoebe Bridgers concert. It's like, are you a fan of Phoebe? Are you a fan of her? You know? What do you think she's gonna play? Oh man, oh God. Anyways, yeah, a lot of people meet at concerts. I don't know. Maybe I'll have that experience one day. I don't know. I didn't have that experience in the concerts that I went to. I was more focused on, you know, just, I don't know, enjoying the atmosphere and the environment, and like, you know, when the set came on, yeah, the openers too, right? Enjoying the music a lot and enjoying the freaking vibe of it. But, you know, anyways, that's just gonna be a thing I think about, of like, how's that like work-life balance in regards to writing gonna change for me. So yeah, I guess hopefully this, you know, was an episode with a lot to chew on. So yeah, I didn't think so. I just, you know, started recording and I just went. So yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode, and yeah, see you next time.